Welcome back, everyone. This is our Wing 7, and today we got some exciting news. So, let me just do a quick little upgrade on this. And so, overnight, Crypto.com brought out another trailer. So, let me flip over here. I'll expand this so we can watch it. But as you can see right off the hop here, we've got Hunt Fearsome Monsters. So let me just play this trailer and then we can talk a little bit about what the trailer has to say. And then they also released another product update. So I'm going to do a live read through of that. I read through a little bit of it, but I figured I would save most of the read through to do it live on this video. So first, let's start off with this video. There we go. So this is some pretty exciting stuff. So there's going to be all these different regions, right? So this is one of the newer, higher rarity tier lands, and then there's also this one. So all sort of blocked out still, but yeah, we'll have to see once they're minted. Probably not very many of them. Plus, you know, with them going regions now. They do talk a little bit about this in the product release, so let me just flip over to that. Maybe we could check out some of the graphics in the video a little bit later, but I know the paper does have some, so let's just take a quick read through of this. So introducing the Crypto.com Lands Fractured Fate NFT collection. So a new era begins. Main City will never be the same. After the dark primordial made its entrance into Main City, an apocalyptic lightning storm was unleashed, ravaging the war-torn city. While the Legion and Void battled for survival against the storm's relentless fury, the dark primordial vanished without a trace. In the aftermath, the loaded lions, cyber cubs, and dark lions were forced to confront a chilling truth. The ancient power they had awakened was far beyond anything they could control. Faced with the looming threat, both factions ventured into uncharted territories, determined to unravel the land's hidden power, to arm themselves for the greater danger ahead. These lands make up the Crypto.com Land Fractured Fate NFT collection. So there we go. So that's what the land collection is going to be called. Here we are. It's finally loaded. So there's new territories and regions coming soon. Some new powers, new enemies. So this is some exciting stuff. So about the collection. Step beyond the first frontier into the vast expanse of the world. Crypto.com Land Fractured Fates NFT collection features 22 brand new land NFTs with a sale supply of 25,000 lands. Okay, so this is matching the first frontier lands. So now we're getting another 25,000 lands added to the game. So these lands span across 5 existing regions plus 2 secret regions, offering new strategic gameplay opportunities and deeper lore. The Crypto.com First Frontier Collection, which was released December 2022, had released 5 land types, one from each region and rarity level. So the Crimson Dunes, which was the starter, the Alluring Aurora, which was rare, your Sapphire Lagoon, which is your epics, your Molten Cavern, which is the legendaries, and then the blockchain, which is your mythical. So these Fractured Fate collections unlock the uncharted reaches of the world and the mysteries of the Loaded Lions main city beyond the first frontier. The 5 existing regions, the Crimson Reaches, Aurora Wilds, Sapphire Sanctum, Molten Forge, and Blockchain Nexus. So we'll all have unique land types from each rarity tier, starting from mythic, from starter to mythic. So while the 2 most secret regions will only have the rarest all new primordial lands. Okay, so you'll see it down in the graphic below. So each Fractured Fate NFT will also feature 3 new land traits: monsters, resources, and size. So these new traits will add another layer of complexity to the user's gameplay and expand the rich lore of the Loaded Lions main city. Okay, so here we can see the starter, the Crimson Reaches. So you can follow the first frontier lands to see where they rank. Right, so your blockchain is still your rarest other than these primordials. And then within that, there's going to be a mythic version of the Crimson Reaches, mythic version of your Auroras, mythic version of your Sapphire, and a mythic version of the Molten Forges. Okay? And then there's your 2 new secret regions, which are your primordials. So the blockchain nexus. So when we do this mint, they're going to be minting starter versions of blockchain, starter versions of Molten, starter versions of the Sapphire, starter version of the Aurora. And then the starter version for the Crimson is your first frontier Dune land. Okay, and then they sort of scale up from there. So that's pretty exciting. I'm interested to see what these new primordial lands look like, as well as what the mythic versions of each of these regions will sort of look like when it does build this world map. All right, so let's take a look a little bit at the in-game benefits and utility. So, Main City is about to level up with the launch of the Fractured Fates NFT collection. The game becomes more immersive than ever, unlocking new territories, monster battles, and strategic depth. Each Fractured Fate NFT comes with several in-game benefits, including additional diamond production, the ability to create guilds, explore lands, and also fight monsters. So that is some really exciting news. I'm excited to be able to go and explore these lands and see what they really have for these monster fights. So let's check out the additional diamond production. So diamonds are the most precious currency in Main City, as they help you upgrade your businesses and ultimately unlock additional plots of land. So each land you own generates diamonds, with a higher rarity of land generating more. So, i.e., more lands equals more diamonds, higher rarity equals bigger rewards. So, here's a hint. Lands from the secret region will produce the highest amount of diamond output. So, that is going to change things up a little bit. Blockchains aren't going to be the highest diamond producers anymore. So, this is where region-based strategy comes into play. Since lands within each region have a diminishing marginal diamond production, users will thus have to optimize their land combinations in order to receive maximum diamond output. So this sounds like each region is going to have diminishing returns, right? So if we scroll back up to here, your mythic is going to be competing for your Crimson Reaches with all of the other ones below it. So if you have a mythic, it's going to be probably the higher producing diamond wise, and it'll also outcompete your first frontier land. Again, so we'll have to see how this plays out in game, but that's sort of what I'm getting from what we're reading here, right? So these region-based strategies coming into play. Main city world map. So each Fractured Fate land will also unlock a new city or a new main city world map for each user in the game, where Main City will be seen divided into 7 respective regions. Each region will feature its own arid plains lands, which will have boosted diamond production after holding a Fractured Fates land NFT. Cool. And then we got guild creation and expeditions, so coming in H2 2025. I'm not sure what they mean by H2 there. But each Fractured Fate Land NFT enables users to form guilds with other players, explore unknown lands, and fight off monsters together. Each guild will be required to gather their own resources and rewards through cooperative play and strategic exploration. Very cool. So here's the breakdown graphic of the land benefits. So the main one being your diamond production, right? As well as new features which are going to be coming. So the guild creation and resource gathering. So if we look at the boosted diamonds, so higher rarity, higher rewards. So again, like they were saying, the lands from the primordial tier produce the highest diamond yield. But your rarer the lands, the more diamonds you're going to get. And then strategically combine lands across the 7 regions for massive diamond boosts. So each region will feature its own arid plains. So yeah, just like we were saying, so owning a Fractured Fates NFT is going to boost that diamond production. So again, exclusive sale coming in April 2025. So these are kind of cool though. So bonus lion token. So Fractured Fate Land NFT holders will be eligible for a lion airdrop reward. So if you're looking to get some more lion, these lands are going to be eligible for an airdrop. That's kind of cool. And then they're also building for millions. So they are, anticipating going mobile. So they're trying to make this more digitally scarce. So digital scarcity. So scarcity is the key to the value of these lands. Future supply is tied directly to the number of players, meaning early settlers secure the rarest opportunities. So it's a good opportunity for us, hopefully, to mint some more rare lands. So we'll have to see how it all shapes up. But, this is some exciting news. I was a little nervous about the land mint at first. But, the way they've broken it down with these different tiers for rarity as well as different regions, I think we're going to see a reason to mint here, whether it's trying to get the mythic versions of each of these regions or even the legendary versions. Excuse me. As well as, trying to mint for these primordials. So, fingers crossed, I'd love to be able to mint a primordial, but, I'm not going to be picky. I'm hopefully going to get at least some legendaries or a mythic. Cool. So, Fractured Fates will challenge the most seasoned tycoon to rethink their game plan and adapt to brand new meta. We will see a new set of tycoons dominate in World 3. Oh, sorry, will we? So, yeah, we might see a big change up, right? Bonus, so the Lion airdrop for landholders. So that's not all. The icing on the cake, holders of the Crypto.com Land Fractured Fates NFTs will be eligible to receive an airdrop of the Loaded Lion token. The snapshot date for eligibility will be announced later after the land sale concludes. And then the final little point that they have here, so building for millions. So the full Loaded Lion's vision. Loaded Lion project rapidly rises as a premier entertainment IP through the Crypto.com Lands collection. With integrated storytelling across NFTs, games, and community building, this immersive world is designed with a maximum of 100,000 plots. To ensure digital scarcity and welcome new members to the Pride, future land issuance will only occur after a number of players exceeds 5 times the current land circulating supply, meaning that the future land sales will only occur after 250,000 players are onboarded. So City is being designed to onboard the next million people to the ecosystem. So do you want to be first, be amongst the first exploring these new territories? So visit the official website or sign up for Crypto.com NFTs for the latest updates and everything City. Right on. So, they are saying the maximum. So we've already got 25,000 plots out. They're doing another 25,000. So to me, I'm interpreting this as there's another 50,000 after this mint that's going to be issued. So that will be issued once they hit 25,000 players. Sorry, 250,000 players, not 25,000. So, I don't think we're really even close to like 10,000 players at this point. So, maybe a little preemptive to be releasing these lands, but at least it gives the existing player base an opportunity to secure some higher rarity lands, with the anticipation of these new players coming out in the future, right? And then they're not going to expand the supply until we have 250,000 players. All right, on. So, this expedition stuff, this is really getting me pretty excited. So these new features that are coming in H2. Again, still not sure what H2 means there, or if they meant Q2, but we're sort of into Q2 at this point. But yeah, rally your allies, conquer unexplored territories, and vanquish monsters together. So together, that is exciting. So we are going to see it turn more towards like an MMORPG of some sort, right? Where we're going to be, cooperatively working towards, collecting these resources and whatnot, right? So they do say it right here. Gather your own resources and rewards through cooperative play and strategic exploration. So that's exciting for me. It's going to give us, I think, a lot more to be able to actually do inside the game. So let's just scroll up to the top here. So I think these lands, they look pretty cool. You can see the monsters and stuff all on them. So we'll have to see, how long it takes, I guess, for them to really bring out the exploration. But I see the justification for this land drop now, with it being very specific to expanding the overworld, the whole world map. And they definitely come up with a good plan here, sort of lumping them into regions and then putting rarity tiers on each of the regions as well. So I'll be interested to see what we got. And I guess what ones end up coming out to be the more sought after, right? Obviously, the mythical for each region is going to be pretty sought after, and these primordials, but we'll have to see how this all ends up shaping up as a world map, as well as like what type of obstacles. Like, are the epics still going to be the same as they are, right? Like, you got your 12 space, 14 space, 16, 18, and then full 20, so no obstacles at all. And then these must be a lot larger lands, so maybe they go up from 20 to like 25, 24. I don't know, see how they expand it. But yeah, some exciting stuff. The video definitely is quite exciting, so we'll have to see how long it takes and exactly what the mint price is. Kind of disappointed they didn't put the mint price here, but maybe they're saving that for a little bit closer to the end of April. That's sort of my estimation as to when we're going to see this exclusive land sale. But yeah, being eligible for a lion airdrop, that is pretty good incentive in and of itself to do some of the mint, or at least participate in the mint, right? Because owning some of these lands is going to also reward you with a lion airdrop. Right on. So yeah, we're going to see some different lands here. This is the Molten Cavern. We can flip over. We can see the lagoon here, right? So that is this is your epic, right? So your middle epic versus your first frontier Molten Cavern. And then I can also show you what the Alluring Aurora looks like. So I don't have any business placed on this right now, but I do have a couple of them as well that are still involved in my city. So it'll be interesting to see how where these newer lands get placed on here, right? So if you have a higher tier, right, like if I had a Aurora Wilds and it was a legendary, it would probably be getting placed right behind my Molten Cavern, or it might even get, it'd probably get placed behind my Molten Cavern. I think the way they have it broken down here, the Molten Cavern's still going to probably be a rare land, even if it is competing with other legendary status region lands. But yeah, I don't know, exciting stuff. I'm excited to see the world map once they make it. And yeah, I mean, I'm really excited to be able to start building some guilds and do some exploration. So whatever H2 means, hopefully it comes soon. But right on. I think that's about all I got for you guys today. It's definitely some exciting news. I'll link the this tweet for the video, as well as this product statement paper, right? So the product news. So I'll have both those links down below if you're interested in reading through it yourself. But yeah, I mean, exciting things coming to Main City, and I'm looking forward to the mint now. Hopefully I can get some decent lands minted. That way I can at least display them and show you guys what they look like and sort of how they interact with the existing First Frontier lands. But anyways, yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll have to catch you in the next video. Hopefully we'll have some more exciting news sooner rather than later. Anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.